Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to A TOWNHALL Different podcast.
We're so excited today because it's our season finale. High five. We tried. We did it. It's how we randomly started this thing.
Yeah,
it was so random. So let's give them a backstory. Should we give them a backstory?
Oh, yeah, no.
So she moved very close to my house and forced me to clean her house. Well, with her. Okay, well, she didn't force me. It's just one of those things, those prizes you pay for.
Okay,
your friend. So she moved very close to my house and we're just chilling one of those days. And then randomly, she was just like, I want to start a podcast. Do you know anybody want to start a podcast? I looked at her, I was like, Auntie, I want to start a podcast.
I'm like, you didn't tell me before that you want to start a podcast, so
she was like,
it was a valid question to ask.
But I mean, you could have just said, Sarah, I want to start a podcast. I think you have a good vibe. Let's start a podcast together. Do you know anyone else start a podcast? And I say, oh, I know somebody. I know me. But yeah, that's how we started. It's so random. We're lying down on the bed. We're just lying down on the bed and we're just like, let's start a podcast. And sometimes I remember before then we'll be having conversations and we'll be like, this thing is a podcast worthy conversation. But yeah, that's
and
just
how
like
it
that
we're in our 13th episode.
I mean, exciting.
It's such an exciting journey.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking about our first episode.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, go. And we did first episode, second, third, fourth.
Just like that.
And we're in our 13th episode.
We actually tried with consistency though.
I just want to say that in life, whatever thing you want to do, just start.
Yeah, that's just it.
Just start. Don't think about, how am I going to go through this? Would I have just start?
Actually, just start. Every other thing would align. Because to tell you for free, I feel like God has just been using people around us to make things work for us. Yeah,
and
for real.
We cannot, I don't know. I mean, if we start saying thank you to God and to our fans and to everybody who has made this podcast.
And thank you to Cypher,
our producer.
And Daniel.
Daniel, of course you guys can see Daniel. Daniel is behind.
Smiling
He's smiling right now behind the camera. See,
thank you guys so
much.
Please,
we need you guys to say a special thank you to Daniel.
Please, in the comment section.
Daniel shoots our video for us and edits them and makes 2 edits for us. Instagram,
TikTok and YouTube. Shorts.
Oh, sorry, 3. Yeah, it's not easy. And then there's Cypher who will say, "You guys, this thing you did last week, it can't work next week.
You can't be saying hello, hi."
Yeah, I mean, our producer. I'm just thinking about this. What
can we have done honestly without
Cypher in our life?
Oh, thank you, Cypher. And you know, this life is actually sometimes. I didn't know Cypher. I knew Cypher through her. You understand? So sometimes it's okay to just be good people to your friends. Yeah. You don't know where they're going to come in handy. It's very important
to be a good person. To your friends. I get that the country is bad. A lot of things are going on in this country, but regardless, you have to be a good person. Yeah. You have to be your brother's keeper. The little thing that you can do to make life better for the other person, just do it.
Yeah, you don't know, like I said earlier, it would definitely come in handy. And we're very excited for the next season.
Oh my God,
don't worry. So excited. Don't worry, we're gonna come back very soon. It's just a very short break.
Yeah.
When we say soon, we don't mean the type that Jesus said is coming back soon. Jesus soon. It's been over 2,000 years. He's not here yet.
He's coming soon though.
But our own is sooner than Jesus is coming.
We're coming. We're going to come back.
Different,
spicier,
different, and we have something special to announce
are not even
to
ready
you.
For us.
So yeah, just get ready. See our excitement now, so you should know. All right, let's get into all the fun stuff that we have in store for you today, and let us start off with this decade-long rivalry.
Oh God, FC and 30BG. Like we said in one of our podcasts, I just feel like they're too grown. They're too grown for
with 3 children, 4 children.
They're just too grown for this fight. It's too much. We've had enough of it.
You know, it's crazy how Wizkid FC and 30BG started when I just entered uni. Yeah, when I just entered uni. I've left uni for more than 7 years now, and we're still doing this. You know, Davido has announced that on the 31st of October, he's dropping his first single of the year. Now, have you seen all the tweets going around? FC have started saying, we will show you people why we are FC. Davido's fans have started saying, we will show you people why Davido is 30BG. And I'm just like, so now you people are planning to outstream each other. Like, what on, don't you, because people are our mates, don't you have problems in life?
Like
Joey, have things like you're
Joey
dealing with?
Said, I think Joey Akan mentioned how if you really want to go at each other, enter the studio.
Thank you. Enter the studio.
All this,
Darlington released a song for Burna Boy. Have you listened? I haven't listened yet.
I would not listen.
I will lie. I will listen.
Speak Darlington, you will not find me there.
Bang Ding was a vibe. That's the only song from him I actually know. I think I'm gonna listen.
I will listen.
Just to hear what he has to say.
Also, if you guys really want to get at each other,
enter the studio.
Give us a fucking hit.
Simple and short. You know, it's crazy how somebody tweeted this and the person was like, oh, people are always finding Nigerian beef childish, but then look at Drake and Kendrick Lamar going at each other. How did they go at each other?
Studio
in the studio.
Like, and they are not rappers, so they're no bars here, but
still. But then the person was saying, oh, it's Afrobeat and Afrobeat is deep. No. And I gave that valid example. Nobody's saying make a whole track dissing Wizkid or make a whole track dissing. Look at the way Rema did it in what's it called, Fake or Wake, where he said you're wearing fake dreads and you're giving me advice. That's how you throw shades at somebody.
You know that.
Who do you think he was talking to?
I just feel like it's funny because the artist featured in that song has fake dreads.
This is where we wrap up the season. This is how we wrap up the season.
How do you do a song?
You know, it's actually crazy. I didn't think about that. I actually did not think about that.
I'm sorry, I love Benson. Don't come for me, but
I love him too. But it is what it is. Oh, what if he was shading Benson?
No. How would you?
But still, the point we're trying to make is the way Rema
really
threw it. It is actually funny. It's actually funny, but the way Rema threw it in, that's how they should throw it in a song. Let's listen to your song. Let's be dancing and just randomly figure out. Wait, this line is actually for Wizkid, or this line is actually for Davido.
Rema has gotten really good is how to pass his message using music.
Yeah,
he said in I don't know which of the songs. He said no more big three.
It's now a big
four. Obviously, we know right. There was a conversation behind that, and he had to get into the studio and say, "You guys, just so you know,
it's now a big four." And that's how you do it.
That's how the culture keeps.
It's exciting. So when we're dancing, imagine if you claim that you're a proper FC, when you're dancing to FC song and you know that this particular line is for Davido, it resonates. I mean, if you're gonna call him Frogido online, call him Frogido in the music. Just say something, throw Frogido in. When people are dancing, let them know. It's just like,
so 10 years later we remember it's legacy.
Then the same way Davido said, they hear your Bedu again. Put it inside a song. Let's know that this is who you are. Just like Davido did it for Telodogu say we like to party. Femme was not
the
completely
same thing he did for Caroline Hutchins.
Exactly. Or for what's this man Dele Momodu.
Get into the studio and do the damn thing.
So that we would dance and then don't make it childish. We already have things we're dealing with.
I mean, you guys are too grown.
And the worst part is they saw each other in real life. That club.
Of course, they can't do anything to each other in
real
life.
Not for fights now.
They would not throw hands. It's normal.
Or at least exchange. That's why I like Tiwa Savage and Shay. You're not shower. That's how you make it exciting.
I'm sorry. We don't support violence here. But for every shege, there's another shege too.
For every shege, there's banza.
What is going today's for violence?
I don't know. But the thing is, it's just so annoying. True. See, I don't think I'm that young. Maybe when I was 21, 22, I'd have been excited that Wizkid and Davido are insulting each other online.
God, you're 30 plus.
Bro, I'm even too old to be entertained by that. Do something more exciting. Fight.
It's not entertaining.
Fight. If you
even
want
the lines are weak.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Imagine
weak ass guy.
Pussy ass nigga.
What's that? In 2024.
You don't have more women than me. What are you saying now?
I beg. My dear, on to the next one.
Moving on to the next one. Let's talk some relationship P.
So
you know, this thing is my first problem is babes who think that it is okay to post videos online and cover the face of their boyfriend.
Never understand that. If you feel like your man is a hot cake and that you think that if you post the picture on social media, girls will be in his DM, don't post him.
Simple. We'll address the case of babes who go to men's DM after their babes post them, by the way, because that's rubbish. But we'll get there.
And then, so if you're going to post your man's picture and then crop his face,
crop his head,
use
flower to cover his face, use emoji. Come on, it's tacky, it's ugly, it's rubbish.
Don't, I beg.
You can do a soft launch now. You can put your leg on his hand. Do you understand? You can do some cute stuff now.
God. Why you guys know these things now? You guys know these things. Why do you want us to tell you how to do these things? Now.
You can do that, but all that, it's rubbish. Please. There was somebody who did a whole video announcing their wedding and they didn't show the face of it. I didn't think I love her. But I thought that was rubbish.
Again, you know,
when I thought that was rubbish.
I think I kind of like understood why she didn't post his face.
At first, I thought it was because he was too fine and rich.
But he's actually fine and rich.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that was it. When I saw him, I was like, oh, because he's very fine and rich. It was eventually I now found out that,
this is the reason.
It's this other one. But still, guys, it's rubbish.
It's rubbish. Is it that you post him or you don't post him?
If you don't want, simple. If you don't want us to know who your man is, don't post him. Let's
and it's okay.
maintain. Let's be cutesy and demure, please.
It's okay, and be very mindful. Another thing I want to talking about relationship. Another thing I want to say is, so I saw a video. Actually, I saw the video on Twitter, but it's a TikTok video. You know how people post TikTok content on Twitter. So it's a video of a babe that she was cooking for her man, and in the comment section, people were like, "Oh, that why are you doing wife duty for your man and all of that." And the girl said every time she posts cute things of doings from her man, like her man took her to maybe like staycation or vacation or any of those things, or buys cute stuff for her, people are like, the comment section is always Godwin. And now she's cooking for her boyfriend. People are saying she's doing wife duty. I just want to say, all of you saying this thing, shut the fuck up.
it's the fuck you signed for me.
Yeah. Because.
But don't you think it's a trauma response though? Think about it.
Please don't bring your trauma. Don't project your trauma. Your trauma.
But I think that's social media in general.
It doesn't. It's ridiculous.
They project trauma.
It's ridiculous because. Are you trying to tell me that men do not deserve good things?
That's what some people say it with their full chest.
It's why you don't have brothers. So you were telling me that men don't deserve good things, and then
maybe their brothers are not good people.
On Father's Day, you say, "Oh, to the best dad in the world." God,
you want to say God will punish you? See, I think the whole point of this is just let's not project our traumas.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
A lot of times, babes who say all those don't perform wife duties is because let's not lie. What boys are doing to babes. They've done it in
the past.
What boys are doing to babes in the streets is wild.
I think it's both ways.
I think we're trying to catch up now.
I think
we're trying to catch up now.
I think it's
I think
men just have better PR.
Nah. I think that if you see 10 men and 10 women, the chances of more than 5 men being useless is high. It's easier to see good girls than to see a good guy.
But in a case where this babe is getting good treatment from her man, why don't you let her leave her to love her man the way she wants to,
the way she wants.
Why are you guys telling her, oh, you're doing okay, she's doing wife duty, and so what?
But sometimes though, babes, we need to cut down on the wife duty sometimes.
Okay, so talking about wife duty, what are wife duties?
Why are you in your man's house for weeks? All you're doing there is fuck, cook, clean, care for him like he's your husband. Darling, go home. It's just a boyfriend. That's wife duties. Like if I'm just your girlfriend and I've been in your house for 1 month. In fact, some of them don't want to even go home at all. And I'm just having
maybe
sex
I don't
with
have
you,
friends. I don't.
And I'm just doing all that.
I know anybody that stays in their man's house for 1 month, 2 months.
I know.
You do.
I know.
Are they jobless?
They are going from there to work. I know. So I think we need to tell babes to actually like slow it down for real. As much as we're I'm not taking away the part where allow people love their partners wholeheartedly, but at the same time, babes, relax.
So what do we also tell the men?
If you see a good man, hold him tight. That's what I'm saying to you.
And how do you
identify
a good man?
By their fruits you shall know them.
Tell me some of their fruits.
You want me to start telling you now how to know a good man?
3 years.
A man who respects you, you would know.
Mm-hmm.
A man who cares for you, you would know.
Mm-hmm.
and a man who, when I mean care, I don't mean just financially, by the way. I mean emotionally, spiritually, and the rest of that. And a man who is not intimidated by you. That's a good man.
Valid.
Yeah. So and the thing is, I think when it comes to this love peer, men know what they want more than us.
When a man sees you,
he knows what he wants from you.
He knows what he wants from you.
From the first hello
high.
So sometimes they can go as far as playing that they really like you for months or even years just to have sex. But after the sex, they go. And it's not like it was eventually, while you guys started talking, that he changed his mind to be a douchebag. No. He planned from the beginning that he wanted to just smash and bounce. So that's why a lot of times we see women come online and we're saying, don't do wife duties, don't do wife duties. It's just trauma, because men are showing global shaggy. You know, sometimes I'm watching videos on TikTok and I'm seeing white girls, you know, white people, they don't used to hide there, and we would chop breakfast and we'll go and hide. White people would chop breakfast and post video crying and say, guess what, my boyfriend of 3 years just broke up with me, and you understand those kind of things. So I'm just like, when I see, I'm just like, boys are really just showing babes shaggy globally, no matter how the man comes. So that's why you would always see things like, you know, girls saying, stop performing wifely duties for the man, stop. Well, you understand?
So for me, I just feel like if I'm in love with someone,
you'll express it.
I would express it. I'm not very good at words of affirmation and all. I'm very big on acts of service. I would do things for my friends. Why won't I do things for the man that I love?
Yeah, I agree with that. So, but make sure that the man is doing for you. And I believe that men, make sure the man is doing for you.
So the thing
and the man should do it first.
No.
The man should do it first. Darling. So when the truth is, whether we like it or not, we've already established here that men are intentional. They know what they want from you. One thing a man knows how to do is treat the woman he wants right. So if he's not treating you right, and you think that, by you treating him right,
obviously if he's not treating me right, there's no way I'll be there. No.
Exactly. So let him do it first. So before I start cooking for a man and cleaning, do you understand? Before I start doing those things, you must have done things for me. I won't start it first, because the chances of being taken advantage of is higher than being appreciated, because it's men we're dealing with here. So do you understand? So let's use our sense. Love your man right, but make sure he's reciprocating. In fact, I'm sorry to say, it might sound too extreme, but I think we should be on the reciprocating end. Let him do, let me reciprocate. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I was gonna say you make sure that you do and he's reciprocating. No, he shouldn't reciprocate. I want to be the one to reciprocate. That's how it is. Because they would argue. Your boyfriend that's not treating you right now will argue with you. But I bet you, in a few months or a few years, when he meets the woman that he likes, you will not recognize him.
He would worship the ground she walks.
Thank you. So girls, let's be smart about these things. All right, moving on now. We're addressing everything. We're moving on now to spiritual life. Have you noticed that a lot of us are becoming more spiritual? Like, and I don't mean just Christian alone. I mean even Muslims. Like, I know my Muslim friends who are taking Islam more seriously.
To be honest, Christianity more seriously. It's because of the way Nigerian is moving.
So this is what a lot of people say. But I beg to differ.
That's what I think.
I beg to differ. I don't think that it's just the Nigeria thing.
People spend more time now. First of all, most people don't even have lights in their house.
Even though we're in band A. That's the one I don't understand.
And then the economy is very bad.
It is.
You're fully employed today. You don't know what tomorrow is going to be. So your life is literally in God's hands.
But there's actually nothing wrong with that, though.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like it's okay. It's not like it's bad to be religious, but I think that we are now overly religious.
How do you mean? What do you mean by overly? Give me an example of overly.
I saw a tweet. A girl was saying that if you've been criticizing Pastor Nathaniel Bassey, and then you're praying to God, you're joining his Hallelujah challenge to pray to God, that you think God will answer you.
Yeah, because you're ridiculous. Because you're insulting Adeboye.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Is God just for Pastor Adeboye or Nathaniel Bassey?
So I think that is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
However, I get where she's coming from.
It's ridiculous in all forms.
In a way, I get where she's coming from.
People will say, "Oh, the scripture says, touch not my anointed, that my prophet no harm." We're all created in God's image and likeness.
There's that too. But however, I think that we should honor positions. No, see, pause, chill. That is a very heavy statement to make. I'm not trying to make a case for her, even though it looks like that's what I'm trying to do. But I'm just saying that I think I understood where she was coming from, because, and I think people should reflect on it. Because
there's a thin line. There's a thin line between being a fanatic and
I guess
and
exactly. So I think she maybe crossed that thin line. However, I still think that you can't spend time trashing a certain man of God and then think that you're going to.
So are you saying that men of God are above criticism?
No, I'm not.
That's
saying
what it is.
That.
That's
I'm
what.
Not saying that.
That's what.
I'm not saying that. However, that's not to say that some people don't overly do it. Sometimes there's criticism. You know how we say there's a thin line between fanaticism. I think some people are overly doing it. Like, okay, I get it that you're trying to criticize some flaws in the church, but some people just have a problem with the church, that they are nitpicking, they are looking for something to complain about. So I think those were the people she was trying to address. So not the people who just randomly criticize. So I just want to say that a mistake. You can't be actively trying to beef a pastor and think that you're going to go for hallelujah challenge.
What do you mean by beef
not
a
just
pastor?
Any pastor, chill. You can't be actively trying to beef Pastor Adeboye actively, and I'm not saying just criticism now.
I'm sorry to say,
and then think that you're going to go
in recent times, Pastor Adeboye has not been doing the right things.
But nobody's gonna deny that he's also doing some right things.
Okay, but like
he's also doing some
right things. It is also okay.
Things.
There are people who speak about the right things he's doing, and there are also people who will talk about.
That's exactly the point I'm making. I think the people she was addressing are the people I said are overly doing it. Like the full picture.
So are we telling people? So are we telling people?
You are trying to insult this pastor and think that you're going to receive
from who is receiving
from him.
So are we telling people? Are we trying to tell people how to criticize men of God now?
No, we're just trying to tell people that you need to honor these people. They are men of God. They are pastors. You need to honor them. I'm not saying that we shouldn't call out where there are mistakes. Nobody is perfect. There are mistakes. And I think that we owe it to ourselves to call each other out when there is a mistake. However, sometimes people do it too much.
I don't think some people know that their pastors are above mistakes.
Well, now you should know that pastors they make mistakes. They are just as human as you and I. But still, it's not going to take away the place of honor for them. And you can call out a mistake without disrespecting them.
I'm not going to honor a pastor that...
You can call out a mistake without
not doing the right
them.
Thing.
Because they didn't do one right thing doesn't mean they're not doing other right things.
If I choose
a man who has been in ministry for over 50 years and he's still standing this strong, he's doing some right things.
Okay, so this conversation, let's end it. Because I have a lot to say and I don't think I want to say it on camera.
Really? Yeah. But this is a town hall difference.
Yeah, but...
Get into it.
You're telling me now that a man who has been 50 years in the ministry, and obviously, yes, he has done a lot of good things, or because of one bad thing, or
call it out, but don't disrespect him and his office. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's just like if you as my friend now, if you do something that I don't like, and then I'm trying to address it. If I now leave the issue that I'm addressing and now talking about and now making it about you. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
I don't think people that have called out Adeboye have called him out outside.
I've seen some comments. I've seen some comments that were just blatantly disrespectful. Like, you can make your points, but come on, guys. We're Christians here. Let's respect this office of this man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I've never gone to Redeem in my life. I don't have any business with them. Do you understand? But sometimes as Christians, like, I think we should let's honor people who deserve the honor. Call out the mistakes. We owe ourselves that. But come on, don't be too disrespectful about it. That's all I'm saying. And they do it a lot on Twitter. Like, sometimes I'm like, from where to where now? It's too much. Come on.
Like I said, I'm not going to say the things I want to say because obviously it might not go well. So let's
with who now?
The parties involved.
And this is how we wrap up the season. Yay! Just giving my money to everyone who watched our first episode until this last one. thank you. You mean so much to us. Thank you so much.
I mean, obviously we couldn't have done this
without you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for our Twitter, our TikTok people that keep dragging us.
We love you.
And we just want to say that double down.
Yeah, double down. Take it easy. We look forward to coming back next season. We have something special. It's going to be very, we're coming back better. A Town Hall Different is going to be even different.
You think we're hot now? Wait for second season.
Wait for the second season. We're gonna be hot. But follow us on social media, though. A lot of updates will be coming on there before we, get back for season 2. We'll be back very soon. We promise.
With
very, very soon.
Announcement.
Very sweet one. Very sweet one.
Also excited. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at A Town Hall Different Podcast, and on YouTube. I'm sure that you're already subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're not, it's at A Town Hall Different Podcast, and on TikTok it's
A Town Hall Different podcast as well.
Tell a friend, tell your mommy, tell your daddy, tell your uncles and aunties that A Town Hall Different is the best podcast in the world.
Yeah, stay tuned for season 2. We love you. Mwah.